Hi boys and girls, aunties and uncle, welcome back to my channel. As I'm roaming around Bangkok, I found something very special for you, which is a Malaysian restaurant here in Satong. And I heard a lot of good things about this restaurant. A Malaysian restaurant in Satong. This I must see and must go and support. It's a restaurant called Jyak and Lim. It's right here in the middle of Satong, and I have a privilege to interview the owner as well. So let's go in and eat Malaysian food here in Bangkok. So I'm with the owner of Jyak and Lim here in Satong, the Malaysian restaurant everybody is talking about. Hi Jonno, this is Jonno.
Hi, how are you?
You are from?
I'm from Penang. Born and bred in Penang, then went to Australia to study, work.
Wait, not yet. Which part of Penang?
Penang, Georgetown.
Wow.
Gurney Drive area.
Oh, Gurney Drive area.
I grew up
Penang
all the way
area.
till 17.
All the way 17, then you went to Australia.
Australia in Melbourne.
You're like my twins! Like,
Were you there too?
I grew up Butterworth, Georgetown, and then I went to Melbourne as well.
Oh wow!
Way earlier than you. So, Melbourne, where did you stay in Melbourne?
So I was staying in Clayton, and then St Kilda, and then Chadston.
WTF, I also stayed in Clayton.
Well, that means you went to Monash.
No, I didn't went to Monash.
Really?
I remember Clayton was my time. No,
Then
first stop was Zone 2 or something like that.
Yeah,
There's
then
Zone 1,
there's Zone 2, and then there's Zone 3.
How long did you stay in Melbourne?
Melbourne for about 6 years.
6 years.
And then I went to Sydney. 6 years, 2 years, and then back.
To Penang?
To KL.
To KL first?
Yeah, to KL first. And then started my banking career.
Oh, you were in the banking?
Yeah.
Finance in KL?
In KL, yes.
And where did you live in KL?
In KL, around Bangsar area.
You're really my twin lah. Bangsar, Clayton, Georgetown. I live in
See?
all these places.
Exactly.
Tell me, how did you end up in Krung Thep?
Okay, so I wanted to change, tired of banking. Don't really want to work in banking anymore after 13 years. Well, I'm sure you know why.
No, I don't. I thought the bonuses are good.
No, bonuses are good, everything is good, but it's just a change. And I'm still young that I can change, and then if I don't, then I can still go back to it anyway, right? I always wanted to open a restaurant, or I always liked cooking, so when I thought I wanted to quit banking, so I was like, okay, what do I know how to do? And the only thing I know how to do is cook. So yeah.
How did you learn cooking?
Well, living in Australia, you have to learn, right? But then
I still don't
well, that means you rely on.
I still don't know how to cook. Like, even the pandemic, I still don't know how to cook. You learn how to cook in Melbourne?
No,
self-learn?
Yeah, self-learn. Because my dad knows how to cook. My sister also knows how to cook. So it's like, we taught each other, or rather our dad showed us a recipe. And then my grandma also last time liked to cook. So basically, whatever you see here today is whatever I grew up eating.
Tell me how you get to Bangkok.
Okay, so it's a process of elimination. Singapore is too expensive to start. And if you do a little bit of error, you are out of business, right?
Very regulated.
Yeah. And then Malaysia, unfortunately, my food is not halal.
Oh.
So then it's a bit hard. But then the next one is probably Bangkok, because there's tourists, there's economic activity, and there is not much food restriction here.
Okay.
And we can do vegetarian for people who are eating vegetarian. So it's like it's wider group of people. The middle class income earners in Thailand, it is much more thicker than Singapore and Malaysia. So hence the pricing that we do cater to more middle class people, which then we can get more clients.
When you first started, was it tough? Like, now you look back, what was the toughest part?
It's still tough. Every day is a cycle. The tough point is when you first started. Sometimes this place is an old building. You see, it's nice, but then it has its own problems, because the top floor is built from scratch.
Wow.
It was a flat ground.
Wow.
So everything is all up. So when you build a roof, obviously there'll be leaking when it's raining.
A lot of problems.
Yeah. So then we have to fix all the leaks. You have to find the leaks when it rains, and then it takes about 6 months, to patch. one by one.
Guys, I mean, this is the most unique restaurant I have ever been. Everywhere you look, there's a look. I don't know how to describe it. There's a Thai look, there's an avant-garde look. So the inspiration of the design, can you tell me a little bit about the inspiration?
So the inspiration of the design is basically back in olden days when you were young, you go to your grandma's house, basically. Just imagine you go to your grandma's house. Your grandma loved walking down the street, picking up different chairs, different tables.
Not my grandma.
Well, that's how we grow.
Okay.
Or like picking up things, or or they don't buy things in set. They buy like one item, then they just mash everything together.
Yeah.
So this was basically that was the whole concept of this, where you walk in, you feel like your grandma's house. It's a mismatch of design. So total is 5 floors. Level 1 looks like a speak-easy restaurant. People who walk past usually, unless we are really full, we see people on level 1. Some people also like to sit on level 1. Level 1 is a small dining area. Level 2 is the kitchen. Level 3 is the main dining room. Level 4 is the bar. Level 5 is basically an event space. So either it's an overflow or it's an event space where people booked out the whole place.
Why the name Jyak and Lim?
Well, Jyak and Lim is in Hokkien, eat and drink.
Oh, Jyak
and Lim! Yes!
I was like, maybe his partner is Lim
Lim,
or his name is Jack.
No.
Oh, Jyak
Jyak.
and Lim.
Yes!
Jyak and Lim is this restaurant name.
Yes!
I would say you would put C-H-I-A-K.
There's a lot of people use C-H-I-A-K, J-I-A-K.
Right.
So we wanted to do something different.
Okay, so Jyak and Lim means Jyak and Lim in Hokkien, Penang Hokkien. And you opened since?
December 2023.
December 2023.
Yeah.
So you just passed
1 year.
plus.
So we did our 1 year anniversary last year in December. So yeah, we did a big party here, because in restaurant business, you should celebrate, after you are being able to sustain 1 year.
Especially a restaurant in Bangkok, the
Yeah.
competition is very, very stiff.
Correct.
Why would you, people would think, I'm going to Bangkok, I'm going to eat Thai food. Why would you think this would be a good idea?
Well, there is actually a big group of Malaysian population here.
Oh, how many?
They're quite big.
Oh.
Yeah, because there are a lot of actuaries here who works for all the insurance company. All the Malaysian insurance company, all the actuaries actually based out of Thailand, and they are all Malaysians. Yeah, so there's a very big group of Malaysian population here, and a lot of Malaysians doing business here. We do, because of this, you get to meet people from the Malaysian Commerce Society, Club Malaysia, and the Malaysian Embassy.
You have like a monthly gathering
Correct.
of Malaysian and Singaporean.
I did once a year.
Once a year, or just that's once a year?
Once a year. Then last month we did because I don't do nasi lemak, because all the Malaysians wanted nasi lemak, so I did all you can eat nasi lemak for 1 day.
So it wasn't tough at all to find customer?
You don't have enough Malaysians to come every day. So you need tourists, you also need locals, you need your expat friends and things like that. So it's not tough. I won't say it's tough. It's not tough, but what I'm saying is that you need a bit of push, and you need to think of ideas to draw people in, especially local Thais, because unfortunately, when Thais goes to KL or Malaysia or Penang, they might not have experienced the best food. They come to this restaurant, they like the food. So
let's talk about the Thai. You must have Thai customer.
A lot.
So
yeah.
what do you think Thai people? What do they think about Malaysian food?
Unfortunately, sometimes if they go on a tour in Malaysia, they don't get the best food. I mean, truth be told, we go on a tour to Europe, we get shitty tour food.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
They probably had the same experience. Okay, but then if they do their own travel, they know Malaysian food, so they come because they know that there is good food from Malaysia. So people who has been on tours and experienced bad food, then they come here, they say, oh, actually the food is good. I don't they'll say, oh, I've never seen that in Malaysia. But then I'll say, oh, this is really Malaysian food, but you need to you need to hunt for your food.
What do they usually order?
The favorites, they like the Hokkien fried noodle, which they love because they have a bit on the sweet tooth. Wow. So Hokkien fried noodle is slightly on the sweet side. Then they love the Pie Tee. They also like the asam pedas fish because it's sour and spicy.
I love asam pedas. Very priao, right?
Yeah.
Very priao, very sour.
They also like salted egg yolk prawns.
How long have you lived here now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. And put pasta Thai?
Nit noi.
No, 2 years, Jonno.
But not
learning.
learning. I mean, I'm still learning. I can speak with the kitchen.
Right.
Kitchen language is okay. But if you ask me to go out for social chat,
And really, I'm so glad I found you because I've been doing a lot of like foreigners living in Malaysia and blah blah blah. But I really want to do more of us Malaysian living overseas and how they are. So you go back to Penang quite often, right? It's not that far away.
I go back almost once a month
Oh, you're at once a month.
because a lot of our ingredients are sourced from Penang. Belacan. I mean, here also have belacan, but the belacan is kapit, which is very different than.
Yeah, I saw the belacan here. I'm like, oh,
It's
like-
wet.
it's wet.
It's
yeah,
wet,
that's a
right?
very big difference.
All my belacan is sourced from Penang.
Right.
The Hokkien fried noodle is also sourced from Penang. You will never find that thick, chewy noodle here.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that I source, and then the main ingredient, which is a torch ginger flour, also sourced from Penang.
What's the toughest thing living in Bangkok? I would say keeping the weight off. Like so many good food. Like
Tell me about it.
here?
I think toughest thing living here, to be honest, is setting up a social circle here. Setting up a social circle is very, very because of the restaurant and because of the food that you eat. Oh, so this is your Pie Tee.
Pie Tee, which is
So this is like a vegetable cup. Inside there is turnip. There's carrots. There's a bit of shallots. Then shrimp, coriander, and chili on top.
food is here.
So we can cow.
Food is here, served by the boss.
There you go.
Oh my god. Boss fixing the presentation.
Yeah.
But it looks really, really good.
Rice, and this one comes with
Wow, the kampung chicken. Oh my god.
and then there is green bean salad.
The noodle is here and the ensemble is
Really
complete.
And then this is
Wow, this noodle, Hokkien cha.
Hokkien cha lor?
Hokkien cha.
Yes.
Oh, so tell me about these dishes. Hokkien cha and then.
And then this is wing bean salad or kerabu kacang botol. Then this is tau yu bak. But then I bastardize the tau yu bak. So I make fat put or yam ring around it so that that it sits with the tau yu bak. So you have the crunchy and soft texture. And then kamhyong chicken, which is our newest addition.
Very, very authentic. You're talking to a food expert. Everyone in Penang lang is a food expert lah. But
We
yes,
like to judge
the wok hei is there. People say you localize stuff when you open a restaurant. You think you localize it or you
No.
think it's truly authentic?
It's
in
almost truly
Malaysia?
authentic. The only thing I localize, one item I localize is, two items. One is my satay sauce for my satay, which is not here, but I mean everywhere is satay here, so I didn't give you satay. So the satay sauce, I localize it because of feedback. If I want more Thais to come, then I need to localize the satay sauce. The other one I localize is the asam pedas fish. Asam pedas fish in Malaysia traditionally is soup base. So mine is a fried fish base, and I turn it into asam pedas paste.
Are you going to do bak kut teh?
Well, there's a lot.
That is, I tell you, if you can do bak kut teh, that would be a miracle. No, I don't think any Malaysian restaurant overseas can achieve that.
Okay,
That's a
I have
pinnacle of
tried doing bak kut teh. It's nice, but I won't say it's great. I think the secret for me bak kut teh, the secret is the yu char kueh, the dip. And
they have yu char kueh here.
not nice. Yeah, I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's as nice as Penang. Yao tiu, it comes in pair. Here is like they call it potong ko, which is it's more sweet than savory. Yeah, ours is a bit more savory. So they use that for sweet dessert, whereas we use it for savory, so slightly different.
I really like the Hokkien cha. Because it just came out, so the wok hei is still there. So the tau yu ba is really soft, tender, and the kam hyung, wow, good. And your belacan, is it authentic?
Try.
By the way, for my foreigners, these are belacan. Kapit. But for the belacan, oh.
Try and see. Or I can take the whole scoop of belacan.
Good. It's good.
Not spicy, right?
No. This is my pet. This is my spicy.
It's my.
And this one?
This one, for the ring, because most people will eat the pork finish and leave the ring aside. So what they do is, now I give some curry laksa sauce. So this is my curry laksa sauce, and then you can eat it with the yam ring.
Tell me your future plan for this restaurant, Jonno.
My future. Okay, so obviously trying to stabilize this. We do think of expanding, but there's two school of thoughts. You know, should we expand the same exact version of it, or should we do like a tapas version of it? You know, So there's a few, or do some other cuisine. But my first thought process is to leverage what we have here, centralized kitchen, and expand. So I mean, and then look for location. And now rental is so expensive. So
Last question. Best place people should eat besides Jyak and Lim
well,
when they come to Bangkok?
of course you have to come here, but then I think there's a few normal places that people will usually go. One is Kap Khao Kap Pla, which is quite standard. But there's one which I really like, and it's cheap and it's good. I don't exactly know the name, but it's on Soi Pipat. It has really good som tam, and it has really good grilled chicken wings, and it's open during lunch hours and like from brunch to late lunch, about 4 to 5. And the auntie is really good. And then this auntie is really, like, if you walk down, you definitely see them. This auntie wears a giant red goggles. You know, like Lorong Selama in Penang, like Char Kway Teow, you see this auntie wearing.
What she cook?
No, she just do som tam, but her glasses.
She do som tam with the glasses.
Which is big, giant red glasses. You can never miss her.
Thank you so much for
No
taking
problem.
time and all these dishes. My
Anytime.
gosh.
Please eat.
I will. I cannot believe there's a Malaysian. First of all, I cannot believe there's a Malaysian restaurant right here in Satun. Really, I just found you. I said, oh, I have to find a Malaysian who live. But find a Malaysian restaurant, right? So I cannot believe that when Jonno replied me that he's from Penang, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be a fantastic conversation because we meet kaki lang and we just go into the topic,
and it's like it goes with the flow, and it's there's nothing.
And moreover, you went to the same places, work in the same places.
Maybe I follow your little trail.
Yeah, not in the same industry, but we have the same experience, and we love good food.
Yes.
And so come to Jyak and Lim in Satun, find Jonno, and then if you miss Malaysian food, come here. And for all the foreigners, you know where to eat. This restaurant is so mind-blowing. Every corner you look, there's the bar here. So it's good for lunch, it's good for dinner, it's good for drinks with your friends. Thank you, Jonno, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very
Jyak
much.
Lim.
Thank you for
coming. I will come back
Please
now
do.
and then to visit you.
Please do.
Please support this channel by buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com and more videos of my adventure here in Bangkok. Bye. Sabay sabay, tukun.